Art doesn't stop.
Art doesn't stop.
Art doesn't stop.
Those three words, Art Doesn't Stop, is the name of a new online exhibit at Tulsa's Ahha Art Center that showcased the works of 23 young Turkish artists. The project was part of a class at Istanbul's prestigious Robert College that's taught, incidentally, this spring by a teacher from Gary, Oklahoma. Narciso Arguelles is a Chicano, or Mexican-American artist. He was born in Tijuana but relocated to Oklahoma a decade ago. He had big plans for his students in Istanbul, at least until the quarantine shut everything down. So he adjusted.
So my students were expecting this kind of a special project, and I had to find a way to kind of cheer them up a little bit, to be quite honest. I asked my students to work on self-portraits, and the theme was their mood during the isolation. And they didn't know what I was going to do with the images until after I printed them and I put them in the hallway. They loved it. One of the administrators said, no one's ever done an exhibit like this. It was moving. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
We didn't have a choice to go out on the streets. Everyone below the age of 20 were forced to stay at home. But all I can do is just look out of my window and see outside. I have nothing else to do. I'm just stuck.
So I had this broken globe at home, and I thought, oh, that looks interesting. I colored the globe. I thought that looked really cool. But I think it does exude certain messages, right, when you look at it?
I actually merged two photographs together, one on top of another, and chose one of my photos from just the day of the New Year's Eve. On top of it, I merged it with a photo I took at home during the pandemic. I was so hopeful before going to 2020, before entering this year. Everyone needs to realize that we're all in, for the first time in history, I believe, everyone in the world is doing the same thing right now, even though we're experiencing it differently.
Part of the partnership with Ahha includes a new series of works by Narciso that were inspired by street art and graffiti that he saw around the streets of Istanbul.
Sometimes street art is meant to be ephemeral. It exists for a certain time, it gets buffed out, gets taken down. I wanted to explore that a little bit more, dealing with more of an expressive kind of art. So getting a little bit more abstract and expressing an emotion rather than a specific narrative. At the core of a lot of work that I do is this underlining sense of hope. Perhaps it's giving young people in Oklahoma something to look up to strive for, to say, hey, those guys did it, we can do that too.
Check out Art Doesn't Stop at ahhatulsa.org. Follow Narciso at his Instagram account, and follow us on ours, OETA Gallery, for new features on Oklahoma artists every week. On behalf of Gallery America at OETA, thank you for watching, and remember, stay arty, Oklahoma.